Hello everyone, Overquake here, playing Farming Simulator 2013. And today we are driving around on our bunker here that's, we're gonna fill up with silage. Right now we've got a bunch of grass in there. It's 63% full, and our goal for today is going to be to continue to add to that and to get a little bit of air. In fact, let's do that fun thing where you ramp up and get a little air this way too. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Out of control. Oh, ran into the wall. Okay, I shouldn't horseplay around with the expensive farm equipment. I know, I should drive on the roads. Okay. So we gotta do some mowing. We've got to get that all windrowed up and then carried over here. So to do that, we're gonna need some gasoline. Fill up here. This is a nice, convenient place. And go up, 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 out of my way. Okay, that was close. Very close. I like how that barb plays chicken with you sometimes. That's totally fine with me. Sounds great. Keeps it fun. I like it. Alright, let's head in here. We're going to need some mowing equipment because right now we are mowing. I always mow in between harvests, and that's where we are right now. We're kind of in between harvests. We've got a bunch of canola growing. I think it was canola. Growing on all the fields we own. And so while we've got the chance, we need to go ahead and get ourselves some grass while we got the chance. Oh, that was horrible. That was horrible. Stop it. Okay. I'm bad at driving in reverse today. There we go. Got it. Almost went the wrong way. There we go. Okay, let's get mowing. Go ahead and lower the front. I said lower the front. There we go. Switch. Start to lower the back. There we go. We'll lower that all the way down, and then we'll go ahead and turn on the mowers, and let's get this thing going. Alright, we got a lot of grass to cut today, so let's get at it. Looks like we're starting late at night. 22:20 is time of death for this grass. 22:20. Nurse, write that down because here we go. Alright, so I know our primary goal right now is to fill up is to buy the wind turbine, which costs 1.2 million, and that's great. We're definitely going to get that done. But we also have some little side goals, and one of my little side goals is to go ahead and get this first bunker full in the biogas plant. I want to get that completed. Let's see. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Do we want to go in rows this time? Let's just go in nice, simple rows this time. That wasn't very good. That wasn't very efficient. Now we got this mower like sticking out, not even mowing anything. But I can't just like scoot over now because then that messes up the whole row. Oh, I should have planned that out better. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. I love our little hay that's just right there in nice pretty little rows. I can't remember how long that took to do, but I'm glad I haven't used very much of it because it looks so nice just lined up like that. Oh, there's our solar power. There we go. Got the solar power. It looks really great. And so going straight in a nice little row kind of left us this little bit of extra. We're going to go ahead and take care of that just to keep things tidy. That's so much better. Now we can start the next row. So let's head on over here. A little turn. See if we can get this right this time and not just waste that mower sticking off the end. Hey, that's much better, much better. Try and be efficient. Try and get as much done for every row, for every swipe as we can. because we got a lot of grass to get done, and cutting is just the very first step. But it's an important step because it's not like you can windrow it, you can't pick it up with the foraging wagon, you can't do any of that until you first chop it. So let's get her chopped. So how's everybody doing today? It's been a really good day. I've had some amazing news at work. I was covering a maternity leave of a coworker for the past 6 weeks, and that's been really exciting for her to go and have her first baby. That's been fantastic. But what's even more exciting for me is she came back today. So I only have to do one person's job, and that's amazing. I have to do a little bit of catch-up work just to get everything back to how it was, but it's just really exciting to not have to do two people's job, just me. This is amazing. Pretty excited about that. Very excited about that. So, having a good time. Life is good. Life is great. Also, I don't know if you guys care. My wife went on a trip to go see her family for a long weekend, and she's coming back tonight as well, so that's more good news. So it's just like everything is going really, really well. You know, coworker comes back from leave, so she's going to be doing her own job now. Wife's coming back from a long weekend, so I get to see her. It's good stuff, good stuff. Having a good day. I got myself a nice adult beverage here, and we're playing some Farming Simulator. How could life be any better than this? I'm not even sure. Not even sure. Can't imagine. So, got this all cut. What are we, about halfway through? About halfway through this process, the mowing. I'll probably cut this here and pick up when we are done with the mowing portion and we switch to the windrower. See you in a minute. Okay, everybody, got the mowing portion of that field done. We're going to drop these off. We're going to try to do it the very first time and not mess it up too bad. And then we're going to switch to our windrower and get these in a nice rows where our foraging wagon can pick them up. So that went pretty smoothly. Pretty excited about that. Okay, we did okay. It's been a while since I've done that properly, so that's definitely worth celebrating. Get here in position, and we got to pick up the windrower, which is tucked neatly into this little corner, and pull it out. Yeah, let's get this out. Once we've got it, you know, in the clear, we can go ahead and lower her down and start to get it ready. There we go, lowering. Driving past the solar panels. Hi, solar panels, how you doing? Not collecting a lot of sun at nighttime, are you? Isn't that interesting? I think the solar panels have a set rate they make per hour, but I don't think it matters whether the solar panels are actually... Yeah, I don't think it matters whether the daylight, whether it's daylight or not, which seems counterintuitive. You'd think that any solar panel would, of course, you know, operate way better when the sun's out. I mean, that's what I would think. Whoa, don't hit that pole. Oh. Tried to turn and did a really bad job. I really messed it up. So let's try again. Let's come back over here. There's that weird little, like, triangle on that end that I was trying to just make one single row that just took care of that. Now we can go and try to do a normal whole row. And yeah, this will work. This will work. We kind of left some grass out in the middle of the road. Hope nobody drives by and scatters that grass. We just spent all that effort making it into a nice row. So no traffic. We should put up some cones or something. You know, although the milk truck isn't coming for several hours now, so nobody will be down this road anyway. Don't really have to worry about it. Also, cars don't, you know, interact with grass like that, so that's another reason we don't have to worry about it, I guess. So, we're at 63% when we started this episode. I'm really curious what we can get up to, because I sort of forget how much each one of these fields actually fills up that silage bunker, because that silage bunker has such a large capacity, it's really hard to even make a dent on it. Really hard to fill it up. Now, I think that's partially because it wasn't really intended for this. It wasn't really intended for grass. Those bunkers of the biogas were really intended for you to turn corn into biogas. I think that was what they were primarily designed to do, so kind of using it as a weird thing. I think we're supposed to be using that giant corn chopper thing that just turns it into biogas, but that's okay. Let's see if we can straighten this row out. And we're sort of taking part of the other row with us, but that doesn't really matter too much. Doesn't really matter as long as we've got nice straight rows. Well, they don't even have to be that straight, just reasonably straight rows that we can use the forging wagon on. Everything will be just fine, and this will all work out. We'll be able to get us some biogas. I'm not really even sure what to do with this silage once I've got it. I originally designed it I originally started putting grass there because this small bunker right here for silage, it was, we were producing a lot more grass than we could use in that one. So my options were either, hey, don't cut grass until you actually need it again, or, you know, start putting the grass that we are collecting into the bigger bunkers and actually be able to use it. What I'm starting to wonder is, once I have actually gotten that thing full, is how am I going to get it out? Because I know any kind of scoops that we've got are very, very small. But I don't think there's like a medium-sized scoop. I think it goes straight to buying that lizard, like, giant hauler scoop thing. I don't even know the correct term. But I don't think there's like a medium. I think it's just, you're either using a front loader with the tiny scoop, or you're using the giant lizard thing. And I don't really play with mods, I'm sure, so you might find that there might actually be something down the middle that I just haven't really noticed, because I don't really look into what all my options are when it comes to mods. I gotta look into that for Farming Simulator 2015. I've got to assume, based on this game's history, that there will be modding support for Farming Simulator 2015. And maybe that's something I'll look into. Maybe I will actually delve into that world when when the new game gets released. I'm sure there's lots of really neat mods that I'm missing out on because I don't really get into that. I'll have to take a look into that. I'll have to explore my position on that. Maybe consider changing it. There is something to be said for playing a game vanilla, you know, just as is, absolutely. But there's also something to be said for, you know, the modding API is put in there by the developers to give people the opportunity to express their own creativity. And maybe I should take a look at what people can come up with. I suppose that's the other side of that coin, so maybe I'll try looking at this from another perspective next game, which is not very far away, and we still have, and that's kind of making me nervous. If you remember my last video, I'm kind of starting to already think about Farming Simulator 2015 and how to prepare for that, how to kind of wind this series down. so that we can be prepared for when the new one comes out. I'm super excited about it. I know I said it on the last video, but if you haven't seen the E3 trailer for it, go check it out. Kind of interesting stuff. You'll definitely, if you're a fan of this game, you'll definitely want to see. So this is our last row, and we'll be able to start picking it up, and which is great because I'm getting bored of windrowing. So that timing worked out just perfectly. Just when you're getting tired of it, it's time to go do something else. Oh man, that left two little hunks over there. That little bit. Nope, not gonna worry about it. Not even gonna worry about it. We're gonna fold this up, we're gonna drive it back, and we're gonna go and get ourselves our foraging wagon and start picking this up and wrap this project up. I kind of like the timing of this. I highly recommend, if you're trying to make silage, or if you're even just working on silage for your own cows, a great time to do it is in between harvests, when you're just waiting on some crops to grow, especially near the beginning / middle of the game. I suppose at the end game you might not even have any time that's really in between harvests. You know, if you've always got some field that's ready to be harvested, then ignore this next advice. But for me, I've got a little bit of time in between each harvest, and that is the best time to go and just cut some grass, gather some stuff up, take care of your sheep and cows. It's really a good time to take care of that. Now, I forget if this will work at any speed. I'm going to try to just go full speed here, and because no, I can't do it. No. Well, darn it. For some reason I was thinking that the foraging wagon could go faster than that, but apparently, like most things, cruise control 2 is your friend, and that's the maximum it wants to go. I don't know why I forgot that, but whatever. So yeah, I lost just a little bit of grass right there when I was going too fast. I'm probably not even going to worry about it. It's not enough grass to even bother turning this around for. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. So now all we've got to do is fill this guy up. I think it'll fill up a couple of times. More than once anyway. I know that for certain. You know, I've done this. I've collected grass from this field so many times. You'd think I'd remember little things like, oh, it is 2.5 foraging wagons full of grass. But for some odd reason, probably because I only play the game twice a week for these videos, that I forget little details sometimes like that. That doesn't really bother me. Nope, I'm okay with that. It keeps it new and exciting. You know, it's like when you get old and you start forgetting everything and you can't even remember your spouse's name. You know, it just keeps things interesting because you get to meet new people every day, and you get to, you know, experience lots of new things if you can't remember anything at all. So that sounds like fun to me. I can't wait to get old. I think that's going to be awesome. Also, I was kind of thinking, and I've thought this for several years, that it'd be really fun to be that creepy old guy. You know, I don't really even need to go into details. You all know who I'm talking about. You know a creepy old dude, right? And I just have a feeling that, like, once you get like a certain age, it's like just being old is your excuse, and you don't really have to justify anything to anybody. You can just be creepy, and it's like, oh, that's just that old creepy guy. And I'm really excited. I hope I get to see that part of life, because that sounds really like lots of fun. And so yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Well, this is getting boring. I think I'm going to cut the video here. I don't want to torture you too much further with just going up and down in rows. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut all the way to having all this grass in the bunker, and we'll wrap it up there. How about that? Because we're pretty much mission accomplished here, except gathering it all and dumping it into the silo. So I'll catch you when this project is done. Oh, it looks like it's only going to be like 2 loads full. Yeah, no big deal. I'll go ahead and do that off camera, and I'll catch you at the very end of this project at the bunkers. I'll see you there. Okay, offloading our very last load of grass, about ready to wrap this episode up and spank it on the bottom. Let's go ahead and see how we did. Oh, I wasn't looking there because I wanted to turn around and compact it a little bit. But we'll see here in a second when I drive back up here. We are at 74%. Okay, so 11% every trip. That's not bad, especially since we've got such a little field that we're using. It definitely shows that even a small field of grass can fill a bunker like this given enough trips. Yeah, that's pretty fantastic. I want to get the compacting number up to 100. Getting close there. Just want to drive back and forth, compact it down. I think it'll save us time in the long run if we can get it all compacted as we've been going. That's what I've been doing, is kind of compacting in layers. Every time I fill it up more, I go and run over it. There we go, all ready to go. 74% full. Mission accomplished today. Great job, everybody. Thanks for watching. We're sitting on a giant mound of grass. Everybody, this has been Overquake playing Farming Simulator 2013. Everybody have a great day.